And in our top business story, following on from our story earlier in the bulletin, government officials gathered at the annual investment meeting in Dubai have been discussing the findings by FDiIntelligence, which have revealed that foreign direct investment inflows to developing economies reached $759 billion in 2013, accounting for 52% of global FDI inflows in the year. Based on the new findings titled Trends and Implications on Frontier and Emerging Markets, FDI inflows to developed economies in 2013 increased by 2.7% to $576 billion, whilst they increased by 8% into developing economies such as the Asia-Pacific, reaching $759 billion. Alongside the FDI inflow figures, the report also highlighted that the emerging economies have increasingly become the largest source of outward FDI, while countries like China, Russia and Taiwan were identified as the largest FDI bloc. Speaking during the AIM, His Excellency Sultan bin Saeed Al Mansouri, the UAE Minister of Economy, stated that countries should look towards ensuring political and economic stability, as well as improving the regulatory framework to attract more FDI. According to the ministers attending the conference, foreign investment is the heart of globalism, and that their governments are shifting the focus from not only capital investment, rather that they're placing increased emphasis on more job creation, social and sustainable development.
Now what we are looking for and what we are going to get, I think, is a lot of investment in energy. Pakistan government guarantees 17% return on investment in terms of dollar terms, and it turns out that most investors make about 30% return on investment, if not more, in power sector. We are looking for a lot of infrastructure investments in terms of roads and buildings and dams and bridges. But there's also going to be a lot of investments coming into Pakistan in textiles, because Pakistan is a very strong textile exporter, but the growth for textiles is really good. A lot of investments expected in mining sector. Coal, we have about $9 trillion worth of coal in Sindh. We have a huge area of copper mine in Balochistan. We have iron ore in Punjab. We have a lot of minerals in KPK. So there's a lot of diversity in Pakistan in terms of mining resources that we have. We expect a lot of investment in there.
In the third world generally, take example a country like Sudan. It's very difficult to get 100% of this stability. So what I need to do is to do an extra thing until I will reach that. Because for me, investment itself is a vehicle to reach to stability, political stability, economic stability. So what I will do some laws, attractive laws for investors. I will do some administrative steps which is attractive for investors. I will give investors more facilities. And I will compete in an area where others cannot compete with me. Like, for example, agriculture, meat or animal resources.
Property prices in some areas of Dubai have now exceeded previous peaks seen in 2008, according to a new report by Jones Lang LaSalle published on Monday. The real estate consultancy said in its Dubai Real Estate Markets Overview Q1 2014 that the Emirates residential market maintained its momentum, with average prices increasing 33% year-on-year, with average rents improving 23%. The report noted that prices are expected to continue their upward trend over the remainder of 2014, but at a slower rate. Dubai Land Department recently revealed that the total value of real estate transactions in Dubai rose from 154 billion dirhams in 2012 to 236 billion dirhams in 2013. Dubai's economy is also expected to sustain its growth momentum. According to the Department of Economic Development, the GDP of Dubai will grow 4.7% in 2014, with real estate one of the main drivers. Additionally, the report said Dubai's office market sustained its recovery as overall occupancy rates and prices increased during Q1. And Abu Dhabi has taken over Dubai as the Middle East capital for shopping centre construction, according to an annual review of new retail space. The capital has 778,000 square metres of new retail space in its development pipeline, also placing it among the top cities globally for shopping centre development. That's according to research by global property advisor CBRE. During 2013, Abu Dhabi delivered 168,000 square metres of retail space, placing it in the 18th position globally for shopping centre space completed and number 1 in the GCC region. In comparison, last year Dubai delivered 35,000 square metres of retail space. The UAE as a whole ranked 8th on the CBRE list of cities according to shopping centre space under construction. Abu Dhabi's new centres include the huge Yas Mall on Yas Island, which is due for completion in the final quarter of 2014, Capital Mall in Musaffa and Sawa Central on Al Marja Island. A quarter of all shopping centre construction construction in Dubai is extensions to new centres, including key locations Mall of the Emirates and Dubai Mall, on the back of strong occupier demand. Across the world's main cities, a total of 39 million square metres of shopping centre space is currently under construction, up 3 million square metres from 2013.
Last year, we had kind of contrasting markets between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. The Abu Dhabi market saw 168,000 square metres of space delivered across three main centres. That was the Galleria, Deerfield Town Centre, and the Central Market Emporium. In comparison, Dubai only saw the completion of some expansion space at the Al Ghurair Centre. So, very differing performances in terms of how much development was actually completed during the year. And to be honest, that's actually going to be a similar story, I think, for the next few years as well. Abu Dhabi, with a far larger development pipeline at this point, they're very much looking to develop their tourism strategy along the lines of Dubai. And I think retail is obviously forming a major part of that. And I think it sees how successful Dubai has been in attracting international tourists. And I think it would also like to have a similar kind of scenario in Abu Dhabi as well. Dubai has, I think, probably doubled the amount of organised retail space that we have in the capital. Now, clearly, Abu Dhabi over the next kind of 3 to 5 years is going to bridge that gap. But in Dubai as well, there are a number of major malls in the offing which have not yet started construction, so haven't actually been included within these figures, the likes of the Point on the Palm Jumeirah, Palm Mall, and then some other major ones in and around Dubai Land and Mohammed bin Rashid City. So, these haven't been factored into these figures as yet, but moving forward, there could be some new major centres obviously being delivered in Dubai as well. But the next couple of years is all really going to be about Abu Dhabi.